The recent International Crime Stoppers Conference in Bermuda from November 5th through the 9th has brought along some new proposals for the Crime Stoppers organization and the Ministry of Home Affairs on ways to combat illegal human trafficking from Haiti. Gordon Burton attended the conference as a Turks and Caicos delegate. According to Crime Stoppers, his trip is a step forward into the way the TCI combats human trafficking. Burton, in talks with regional executives, said regional members have taken the Crime Stoppers human trafficking proposal into consideration and will begin to implement new policies to combat the problem in their respective nations. Turks and Caicos is looking at this new proposal and seeing what they can do to also control the crisis.
A large litany of different issues that were discussed at Crime Stoppers, and you had several persons that made presentations. Target made a presentation, and also I think one of the most important presentations was made by Brian Taylor, as Ian spoke about, who made a presentation as well on what is being done to combat human trafficking in Europe. While I was there, seeing that we have the issue of human trafficking here, I made a point to try and get and to meet with him while I was in Bermuda. And I was able to meet with him and present a paper that we have put together to discuss the issues of human trafficking.
Turks and Caicos has had a long dilemma with illegal immigrants coming from the impoverished land of Haiti. According to Honorable Galma Williams, Minister of Home Affairs and Homeland Security, government has spent nearly $1 million in repatriation. They have invested in $2.6 million radar systems to monitor the waters and are currently expanding the Provinciales Detention Center to accommodate the large number of illegals in the TCI. Minister Williams said it is distressing to see these sort of occurrences happening so close to home.
Sad thing about this human trafficking is so many of our brothers and sisters lose their lives in their process, and it makes it very difficult and uncomfortable for families, whether on that side or this side. So again, Gordon and Ian, we thank you all very much. And from that conference that is being proposed to be held in Haiti sometimes early in December, there will be personnel from my ministry attending that conference. Although I'm always saying it, but it's important for the media, it's important for those of us who are aware of persons involved in this human trafficking. They're contributing to loss of lives, because as I said earlier on, I do believe a lot of our brothers and sisters lose their lives coming here, and then when they get here, basically they have to go through the process and back home, and it can be very expensive and frustrating on their families.
Crime Stoppers have developed a pamphlet entitled The Face of Human Trafficking from Haiti, which shows pictures of those who perished in the May 2007 incident in TCI shores, where nearly 170 Haitians lost their lives in attempts to enter the TCI. The booklet also recommends different methods of stopping the problem that many Caribbean nations are plagued with at the moment.
The whole thing, our lives is at risk. Our community is at risk. Our country is at risk. And as a government, we've investing millions of dollars to protect our borders. And the whole community, the whole international community is supporting it. So those who are involved, their time is not as long as it has been. We will catch them, they will be caught, and they will get dealt with one way or the other.
The governor, His Excellency Richard Tafari, commended the organization for their hard work and their assistance in the fight. He insisted that the public do more to support the Crime Stoppers organization.
I'd like to join the Minister in adding my thanks, personal thanks, to Crime Stoppers for all the work that they do, not only in this area, but also, of course, in trying to fight crime generally across the islands. And to encourage anyone who's watching to remember, I think you can see it on the shirts, remember the number, 1-800-TIPS. We still don't get enough calls from local people to this confidential hotline. If you have any information at all on any crimes and you don't feel comfortable reporting it to the police, you can ring that number. It goes to an office in Miami. You'll be completely confidential, and you can pass on that information. And if there's a reward, you may well stand to collect it. So do please help the police, help Crime Stoppers, and help us to crack down on crime. And
There was more information for the public to hear, and Channel 4 will bring them to you in a future newscast. For Channel 4 News, Angie Toussaint.